Let's get this show on the road with KDW, which stands for Khan's Digital World. This is directed and hosted here by Dr. Badrul Khan, who is a world-class speaker and he holds a true command on the digital technology. Here he is. I'm Nilima Mehra, the executive producer of Global Television Networks on Fox 5 Plus in Washington, D.C. You're watching KDW, Khan's Digital World. Founder, Dr. Badrul Khan. Is KDW webinar tidbits featuring Dr. Badrul Khan's participation in international webinars dealing with digital transformational issues.
It's now time to welcome our first keynote speaker, and that is Dr. Badrul Khan. Dr. Khan is really one of the pioneers when it comes to e-learning and educational technology.
That don't get carried away by technology. Pedagogy will help you to decide. This pedagogy means the content types. Can you teach possibly that objective with the action verb? Can you teach it? Then, if it is possible, do it. If it's not possible, don't force it. So don't say that, of course, I'm the administrator. I decided this course will be totally online. Well, I would think that in the situation, you stop and think all the different things. Is it possible? If it's possible, put the learners at the center, answer all the questions and issues. Put the teacher, professors, instructor, trainer in here, ask the same question, but that you'll be able to do it.
Give a comment to what you just heard from Dr. Khan.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Khan. Good to see you one day, hopefully in person again. Yeah, it's just the challenge. You know, we're developing a micro-learning app. And there's always the dilemma. What do we, if we have a 1 hour e-learning package, when they take the 1 hour e-learning package, at the end of it, they take the test or quiz, we give them a certificate, it's a done deal, we know what we're doing. But if everyone says, well, give me 5-minute chunks from your umbrella as micro-learning, do we then offer 10 chunks? And when they take the 10 chunks, we track them in the LMS and they get the same certificate? Or do we view it as you're sort of hinting here, I think, how do I tie a shoelace? That's a YouTube micro-learning. And we shouldn't take like serious NATO security policy or whatever and make that micro-learning. We should always treat micro-learning as an aid memoir, if you will. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. But make sure that, each unit of the course as micro-learning, they carry the same standard. You wrap up with this framework. So this framework is like a standards. This standards, it depends on where this has been used.
Is there other questions? Please go ahead.
As an administrator in the university, we are discussing about whether should we accept micro-credentials in the programs or not.
What I've been seeing, micro-credential or micro-credentialating is based on certification. Micro-credential would be also important for academic institutions. So not all degrees in the academic world guarantee that they will be able to perform at their workplace. And I also say that always, if Bill Gates, who never finished his academic degree from Harvard, but yes, he became the largest employer in the world. So my question to him is, will you hire someone with the Ivy League degrees, prestigious university degrees, or someone with the competencies that he can do the work? He was probably the smartest person to decide not to complete or get a degree, but became the largest employer, change maker in the world. So if I follow his models, so I want to think about micro-credential is going to be very important, because what is that you need to learn? And if you learn it and in the community, you do the work, you make a difference, that's most important, competency-based and lifelong learning. So micro-credentials right now is more accepted in professional development. But in academic world, competency-based lifelong learning is going to make our future journey. Now, the universities, whether they want to go micro-credentials or they're going to give a full degrees, it will be decided by the community.
How do they getting themselves aligned with these new models?
Or acceptance of micro-learning or blended learning or online is going to be greater now. Before, when I was giving talks in different countries, people were questioning that they were pretty much have mixed feelings about online education. After the COVID-19 change, they have a paradigm shift.